What's going on, everybody? Wow Time here with another World of Warcraft video. Today we want to talk about how to make gold with the weekend event, Time Walking Mist of Pandaria. Now I do these videos for the Time Walking series because there's always a way to make gold with time walking, whether it's getting rep to then buy pets or getting rep to learn recipes or buying certain kinds of bags to get commendations or a chance at items. I always try to keep everybody in the loop on this to sort of take a different approach to gold making that's unique to the time walking week. So this week it is Mists of Pandaria, and what you want to do is find the vendor. The vendor here is in the Timeless Isles. Now, to get to the Timeless Isles, you'll want to go to either Stormwind or Orgrimmar, go to your Pandaria portal, and then fly over here. Timeless Isle is over here, and once you're there, you can open up your map, and you'll see this little marker here, right here, and this will let you know where the Time Walking vendor is. So here's the Time Walking vendor. But it's important before you go here that you have some timed warped badges. Timed warped badges are the currency that you're going to be using. They're right here. Now, this is 2022 and it is November 8th. So if you are watching this currently, there is a good chance that you can come up with some serious timed warped badges, more so than any other time during the year so far, because it is WoW's 18th anniversary. This is going to be really important. Okay, because it's going to give you a bonus rep. So you get 18% increased reputation bonus, right? So that's going to help you get to where you need to go faster for this rep. And also, there are several quests that you can do for the anniversary event that are going to give you big chunks of timed warped badges. So starting out the week, open up your mailbox if you haven't already. That gives you 200 time warped badges already when you get the anniversary gift that was sent to you in the mail from the WoW dev team. Then run a dungeon, a Mist of Pandaria time walking dungeon. That's going to give you a quest to come here, and that's going to give you 500. So already you're at 700. If you kill the Doomwalker boss, that's going to give you another 150. So you're already at 850. And then there's some other quests that you can do as well that'll give you 200 or another 150 timeless or time warped badges rather. Okay, so that's what you want to do to start. You want to come here with some time warped badges, and those are the ways that you can get them specifically this week during the anniversary event. All right, so you've got your time warped badges. You come here. Now, what in the world are you going to do? How are you going to make gold? Well, the gold that you're going to be making is by buying recipes. All right. Now, there's a couple pets as well, but mainly you're going to be getting recipes. So what we're actually going to do is go over to Wowhead here in a second, and I'll show you the different kinds of recipes that you can get, and then we'll flip back and forth so you can see sort of an idea of how much gold you're going to be making. There are, however, so many that we're not going to be able to go through every one. I'm just going to rather tell you, hey, this is the guy you need to go to. This is what you need to be getting, and then you can figure out for yourself which ones you want to sell and which ones you don't. But you're going to be buying these or the commendation of the Claxi, commendation of the Shadow Pan, August Celestials, Golden Lotus, etc., etc. You're buying the commendations. Now remember, the time warped badges are not account bound, so you can't send those to another player. But the commendations are. So you can buy the rep tokens on another player with time warped badges and send them to whoever you're working on the rep with. All right, that being said, let's go ahead and pull up Wowhead here, and we're going to look at what we can get. So keep in mind, you will have to have specific things. You have to have specific professions for most of this. Now, one thing that they did do for time walking in Pandaria is they did add the ability to get this glyph here that is going to drop from time walking. So let's look right here, Glyph of Angels. This recipe actually drops from time walking mobs as well. So if you are an inscriptionist, the glyph of angels drops, but it looks like it is selling for a crap price. But you do have a chance to get that and sell that off as well. All right, let's get back to Wowhead. If you ever want to wonder like what kind of rep you need to buy different kinds of things, you can always go to Wowhead and just type in the rep guide. And these are usually pretty accurate. Sometimes they change depending on patch and stuff like that. But this one here seems to be pretty good. So we're going to look at what you can get with the reputations. All right, so the first people we're going to look at here is the Claxi. And the Claxi, you're going to want to get blacksmithing. Why? Because they sell blacksmithing patterns. By the way, all of these also, not all of them, but a lot of them also sell different kinds of mounts. If you want to up your mount collection, this is the way to do it, because there are a ton that you can buy off of Reputation in Pandaria. All right, so the Claxi, if you're in blacksmithing, you want to get your rep up with the Claxi because you can buy all of these plans here, right? And there's a lot of them. So you got your breastplate of ancient steel, gauntlets of ancient steel, ghost iron shield spike, ghost iron or ghost reaver's breastplate, ghost reaver's gauntlets, etc., etc. And you're going to buy those with Kai Pyrite. It looks like you can also get Kai Pyrite. You can get Kai Pyrite, you can farm it, or you can get it from the auction house. Just get it from the auction house. It's like 20 silver right now. Like, it's not expensive at all. So if we go back over here into Warcraft, and let's just look up, say, one of these, right? We're not going to look them all up, but what you're going to do is you're just going to type in the name of the item, and then you're going to see if it's worth picking up. So, like right now, the Ghost Reaver's gauntlets and the breastplate, it looks like they're listed for a lot, but the sell rate isn't really here on my realm. But this is definitely something that you can see has some value, even if you wanted to craft one and just leave it on the auction house as part of your your trial to see what sells and what doesn't. If nothing else, it's definitely worth having on your blacksmith for not a lot of work up front. So there's the Claxi. And now let's move on here to the Shadow Pan. Now you're going to want to prioritize the Shadow Pan, right? You're going to want to prioritize a couple more. So you have to watch the rest of the video because I'm just going to tell you as I go through there which ones to prioritize, because some of this rep is a lot harder to get than others. I believe the Shadow Pan rep is not as easy to get as some of the other ones. So you want to prioritize that one. So let's look at the Shadow Pan here. Now this is a big one. You've got some pretty cool stuff that you can get here. Not as much as with blacksmithing from the Claxi, but it's going to be definitely worth your while. So the Shadow Pan, the biggest thing you want to do is get to Revered, and then you want to get the Tome of Enchanting. Let's see if we can find that up here. Here we go. So the Formula Enchant Dancing Steel, they have that. The Formula Enchant Jade Spirit, the Formula Enchant Weapon River Song. Now this is one of the examples that I was telling you that sometimes it doesn't always have everything on here. So these are actually enchants that you can get, that you can make. But then they also have an interesting thing here where you can get the Tome of, let's see. Actually, let's pull it up. So here we go. We're going to go to Rushi the Fox is where you're going to buy this. 48, 8, and 76 at Townlong Steeps. And you're going to see what he sells right here. We're going to click on Rushi the Fox and then go down to what he sells. And this is the big thing that you're going to want to be getting here. The Tome of Illusions, Secrets of the Shadow Pan. Now this gives you the ability to make weapon enchantment appearances. So not the actual enchantment, just the appearances of it. So that's going to be a big one. The Shadow Pan, you want this Tome of the Illusion, and we can actually pull that up and we'll see what it's going for here. Tome of Illusion Pandaria, Tome of Illusion Azeroth, Tome of Illusion Secrets of the Shadow Pan. right here. So this is going for 1,700 gold right now, and it's only costing you like 114 to make. So 1,500 gold profit there with a 0.05 sell rate. That's pretty good. So that's in the shadow pan. That's the main one you are looking for there. All right, so after the shadow pan, we are going to go down to the Golden Lotus. Let's get back to where we're going. Golden Lotus. As you can see right off the bat at Exalted, 1, 2, 3 mounts that you can get. Okay, so that's pretty nice. But the Golden Lotus is going to be tailoring and leatherworking. And these are the leatherworking patterns that you can get. And then these are the tailoring patterns that you can get. And it looks like most of them you just need to be honored to get them. But you'll want to double check before you actually start dumping all of your points into all of your Time War badges into it, right? So let's look up here, and I'm just going to pick a random one. I'm going to look up the Wild Blood stuff. It looks like here the Wild Blood gloves. My realm's got them listed for 35k, but it looks like region wide it's like 1,800. So that's what you do. You'll just have to go through all of these. I would just learn them all, and then you can go through later and you can see what sells and what doesn't. But adding those to your collection, just like with the blacksmithing, adding those to your collection is going to help you increase your gold in the future, even if it's just for transmogs that sell every once in a while. All right, let's get to the August Celestials here. The August Celestials also here sells a mount. The Thundering August, I might just be August, I don't know. Cloud Serpent. So you're going to want enchanting on this as well, because you've got your Enchant Bracer of Intellect, your Enchant Bracer of Agility, and then the Enchant Bracer of Exceptional Strength. Also, you can get this Royal Satchel to make for tailoring, but to me this isn't really worth it because it's only a 28 slot bag and you have to be Exalted. And we can make 30 slot bags now, and we're going to be able to make bigger bags in just a few weeks in Dragonflight. So this is there if you're a completionist, but I wouldn't really recommend this as making gold. Okay, the next one we have is the Anglers. Now, I would also make this a priority, the Anglers, because the Anglers, it's hard to get rep with this. You have to like farm fish, turn fish in. It's not easy. It takes a while. So the Anglers here, though, what you want to be going for are the Tiny Goldfish and the Angler's Fishing Raft. Now, the Angler's Fishing Raft lets you go on water, and then so when you're on the water, you can actually fish when you're on the water, right? And that's pretty cool. The Tiny Goldfish you can actually buy from the auction house, but we don't want to buy it from the auction house. We want to sell it on the auction house, right? So if you look, you just need to be honored, and it looks like it costs 62 gold, and then you resell it, and look at this. My realm is going for 12k, which is crazy, but region sale average is 1,200, and then the region market value average is 6,000. So you're only spending 62 gold to get it, and then you can resell it, right? So the Tiny Goldfish from the Anglers and also the Raft. All right, next we go down here to the Cloud Serpent. All right, now the Cloud Serpent, this is a big one, right? Because the Cloud Serpent is where you get the Panther mounts. The Panther mounts sell for a lot of gold. So you want to make sure that you get the rep with these people. If you're doing one thing, I'd get the rep with these guys here. Honored, you get the Jade and the Sunstone. Revered, you get the Ruby and the Sapphire. And then Exalted, you get the Onyx Panther, right? Now, these really probably don't need too much of an introduction, but let's look at them anyway. $30,000 gold, 26,000 gold, 24,000 gold, 24,000 gold. Good sell ranks. Okay. So what you have to keep in mind though is one of the materials for this cost 20,000 gold. So this one you're going to be spending about 21 to make it. So you're going to be profiting about 9K, I would guess. This one, 5 to 6K. So you're having to spend a lot to make them, but you're also making, 5 or 6K back. And this is going to depend on your realm also, how much these are going for. But you want to make sure that you get the Order of the Cloud Serpent rep during this event. If you don't already have the rep, this is a good way to speed that up and to get it. All right, the next is going to be Shield Wall and Dominance Offensive. So this, you don't really get anything to make gold with, but you get a really, really, really cool mount. Okay, so let's look here at this one for the Horde because I don't have Horde, but this is what this one looks like right there. Okay. But the cool one, now this is just me, this is the coolest Griffin model that we have ever seen. So you get the Grand Griffin right here, and then you also get the Grand Armored Griffin. Now this thing is cool. If you're an Alliance player, this is it right here, right? This is like the Alliance Griffin that I want to ride on. Super sweet. So that's with the with the Shield Wall rather. This is another one you want to prioritize because the only way that you get rep with these guys, I'm pretty sure, is through doing daily quests, and it takes a while to get. And then the other one here we want to talk about is the Emperor Shao Shao. That is a Timeless Isle rep, and really the only thing you can buy here to resell is the Harmonious Porcupet, and it does cost 7,500 timeless coins. So there's a little bit of an investment there, but maybe you all got some left over or something from when it was current. And we can look up here and see how much it's going for. So you're not actually spending any gold on it. You're just spending time to get the currency. Let's see if we can spell it right. Harmonious Porcupet selling for 2,149 gold on my realm, and it looks like that's about the average going around to all of the different realms as well. So that's what I got for you today. That is how I would go about trying to squeeze out some extra gold now and then in the future with the Mist of Pandaria time walking, because everything that you're going to be getting here is something that you initially get and then you can do over and over, right? You're getting recipes for transmogs and for gear. That's something that you can make going forward forever. You're getting the rep to open up the battle pets to buy, like the tiny fish and the porcupet. So those are things that you can always go back to after you unlock them, get them, and resell them. Right, so Mist of Pandaria is one of my favorites. It's close to my heart. It's when I really started playing hard. Played at the end of Cataclysm, but Mist was really where I started to love the game. So that's how I would recommend getting the gold out of Mist of Pandaria time walking. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I realized it was a little bit longer because there's so much to cover there, right? There's a lot. And I didn't have my face in here today, so I apologize for that, but I figured y'all needed a break from the face. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope that some of this helps. I hope that it exposed some things that you didn't really think about that maybe you can go out and do now. But most importantly, just have fun playing the game. It is a game. Have fun playing it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, join the Discord in the link down below. Till next time, have a good one.